Hi YouTube! So I have some exciting news to share. I'm 6 weeks pregnant, and it was a big surprise for both of us, especially planning our wedding in June. But we're both really happy about it, and yeah, I'm 6 weeks today. So my last, how I found out about it was I got what looked like my period, which was like 11 days early, and with just really light spotting 11 days before I expected my period. So I was thinking maybe it was just my period. So I thought it might have been just my early period because right now I'm in school. I'm finishing my last semester of nursing school and I'm in placements right now. And I know if you mess up with your daily routine, it can mess up your cycle. Like during that time I was doing night shifts at the hospital. I did 3 night shifts in a row, and then around that time is when I got the light spotting. So I was thinking maybe it could have been from that. But then I knew there was also a possibility that I could be pregnant. And I was also feeling really sick around that time. I still have like a cough for a month. And around that time I was feeling kind of dizzy, and lately I've been feeling really tired. So I decided to take a pregnancy test the first day that I was supposed to get my period, but it was negative. And I did take it at nighttime, and I know you're supposed to take it, they say like the hormone is stronger in the morning, but then it also says it doesn't matter what time you take it as long as it's after your expected period. Sorry, so I did count that as a negative, and then I was just kept waiting for my period to come. Then I kind of thought that the light spotting was my period, so then I didn't know when I should expect my next one. But then I was just kept feeling very tired, like having like 2 naps a day and just so drained and out of breath. And with this cough, I've started to feel really like gagging and then even vomited a few times. So then I decided to take another test, and it was like a really faint positive. So I knew any like positive line is a positive, but then it faded after 10 minutes. So I still like didn't really know for sure. Like me and Tommy, like we saw the faint positive, so we were thinking, yeah, we're pregnant. But then it was just like we didn't really know. So the next morning I took a digital one, and it said yes. So yeah, I'm 6 weeks pregnant today. So this time around, right now I do also have a 3-year-old daughter. I made some vlogs with her. But I'm going to try to be more consistent this time, because I want to see each week, like my progression each week. With Giselle, I was really busy. I was in school as well, but now that I'm graduating, school's ending, so hopefully I have more time. And this time I'm going to use a midwife as well. But throughout these past years, I've been leaning towards more natural type of medicine, well, natural homeopathic medicine, and just more natural living, where I was like that with Giselle, but it just each year just progressed more and more towards that end of the spectrum. So again, I'm going to use a midwife, but I've also met with a naturopathic doctor, and I'm using, just want to eliminate more toxins in my home environment and the foods that I eat and the products that I use on myself. Like I know most people, when they're pregnant, they use folic acid, which is good to prevent neural tube defects, but I've been reading that folate, which is like the natural form, I guess, is better for you because it's metabolized in your body differently, where folate is metabolized in your large intestine or small intestine, I forget which one. But basically it's metabolized as you eat it or as you ingest it, where folic acid has to go through the liver to get metabolized, and lots of the time the liver can't metabolize all that folic acid, so then you have a lot of unmetabolized folic acid throughout your system. And they found that lots of unmetabolized folic acid leads to cancers. So I'm going to use folate. And I spoke with my naturopath about this, and it's kind of like she didn't even really know that, like she didn't hear about it, so it's kind of just like a new thing. But she agrees that folate is just as good as folic acid at preventing neural tube defects, because it's essentially the same thing, it's just metabolized differently in your body. But anyways, I found a prenatal vitamin that has folate instead of folic acid. And it also has like the other essentials like calcium, magnesium, and iron, and the B vitamins. It's called Thorne Basic Prenatal Vitamin. And it was $20 at a health food store. And another thing that my naturopath told me about was vitamin B6. And I never knew that it helped prevent and treat morning sickness, because with Giselle I never went to a naturopath. So the only thing I really knew about was, I forget what the medication's even called, but there's a medication that you can get prescribed for morning sickness or pregnancy sickness, but I would never choose to do that. I don't like taking any medications really, unless it's absolutely essential. Or Giselle, I was practically confined to my bed for 14 weeks and I still didn't take any medications for it. Because I just think it's a natural occurrence in pregnancy, is morning sickness. As long as, you and your baby are healthy and you're growing and your baby's able to get enough nutrients. And when you think about it, right now my baby's only the size of, an orange seed. So how much nutrients could it really be needing? Like, I know it obviously needs nutrients, but I'm just saying, like, vomiting a few times isn't that detrimental. But anyways, she told me that vitamin B6 is really good at preventing morning sickness. And she's even said that if I have really severe morning sickness, I can come in for IV therapy of vitamin B6. And she's worked with lots of clients in the past, and this has really helped them. And for the IV form, she says that the most that would be needed is like 2 times for your whole pregnancy. So that's very, very positive for me, because I was worried about morning sickness. Right now, I feel like I don't have morning sickness yet. Just this cough that's been really persistent. And the more I cough, the more I gag, and that makes me feel kind of nauseous. But I don't know if it's related to morning sickness or if it's just a cough. So yeah, the vitamin B6 I got is also called Thorne, and it's $15 from the health food store. So vitamin B6, this one you take once a day, and the prenatals, the dosage is 3 times a day, which is kind of annoying because the Materna and all that you take once a day, but Materna is really bad because it has lots of synthetics and dyes in it, which are toxic to your body. So yeah, also I never realized this, but when you're pregnant your immune system goes down. This is the first I ever heard of it. It's apparently a common known fact, but I never heard that before. But I guess that explains why my cough and cold-like symptoms have been persisting for a month, going on a month and a half now. Oh, and she gave me, what is it? Something, I can't even pronounce it properly. Brionia homeopathic little tablets. It's little white pills. And it dissolves under your tongue. And you take it 2 doses 3 times a day under your tongue. And then she says it's to help with the cough. She gave me a 5-day supply. So hopefully that helps. And she also gave me, she gave me like a whole list of things. She gave me this tea. I know what the tea is, I just can't think of the name right now. Red raspberry nettle tea. She gave it to me. This was kind of controversial, well, not controversial, but some people don't recommend it because it causes the uterine muscles to contract. So it actually is recommended to induce labor. So I'm just going to hold off on that until... So I'm not even having she gave it to me for morning sickness, and she used it for both pregnancies all throughout, and she says there's no definitive thing that says it will cause like a premature labor or miscarriage or anything, but I'm just kind of standoffish on it right now, so I'm not going to use it yet. She also recommended I increase my iron and protein intake. So I got this protein powder, Sun Warrior Protein Raw Vegan Powder. It has, I think it was 16 grams. Yeah, 16 grams of protein, 20% iron in each serving. So I'm going to start doing protein shakes, having my prenatals and B6, and hopefully that will keep me strong. I also plan on taking hypnobirthing classes this time. I really wanted to last time, but I was really busy with school, and my partner last time was kind of unreceptive on that. But Tommy says that he's really excited to start. Also, I want to take prenatal yoga as well. So yeah, I'm really excited this time. I was really excited last time, obviously, but I mean, each pregnancy is different. So it's like excitement all over again, and Giselle is really excited. She says she's going to have a baby sister. Another thing, I'm going to wait to find out the gender. Like, I'm not going to find out the gender until the baby's born. It's an exciting thing. And also, I was reading about something called a baby blessing, or mother blessing. I forget which one. I think it's baby blessing. And it's a Native American tradition where it's kind of like just a celebration of your pregnancy, but it's not a baby shower where people don't bring you conventional gifts. It's either handmade gifts or they bring you a candle, a poem, like an inspirational poem, a bead, and frozen food that you can save until after the baby's born. So the bead is for, you collect a bead from each guest, and then you make a necklace or a bracelet, and it's each bead, when they give it to you, it symbolizes something like strength or endurance, or symbolizes one word where they tell you. And then you make a bracelet or a necklace and you wear it. So then when you're in labor, you can look down and you can just feel empowered by all of the well wishes that people have been giving you. And they also, they give you a frozen dish that you can keep in your freezer. So then you have dinner for the next few nights or weeks after the baby's born. A candle they give you, and then you light each candle when you're in labor. And poems you can read as inspiration throughout labor. You can post them up. It just seems really just motivational. I remember when I was in labor with Giselle, I got really unmotivated. I felt really unsupported. And I kind of just felt like I was there alone and people were just staring at me. Like, I just felt like I wanted to give up. So that's something I want to change with this labor, where I want to feel very empowered and like prepared and ready and have messages posted and just very supportive, warm environment. And then after the guests leave from the baby blessing, you tie a red rope around their wrist, and they can only cut it off once they hear that you're in labor. So that way it symbolizes that they're thinking about you until labor. And you can also ask the guests to light their own candle at home once they hear you're in labor. So this is something you do more closer to your due date. So I'm due November 6th. So I'll probably have this in like mid-October, maybe early October. And I still want to have a baby shower because I do need some stuff. I'll probably have that in like August. Stuff I need would be like a double stroller, because now I have Giselle and the baby. I want some tips on what wrap to buy. With Giselle, I had a sling, just like a one going over one shoulder like that, and I didn't like it. Her head turned all the time, and like just the way her positioning was just wasn't comfortable for her. I was looking at the Moby wrap. I like those. I want something that like I can just wear the baby all day. I want to practice more attachment parenting this time, when like baby wearing, kangaroo care. I want a double stroller. I was looking at I forget what it's called, City Jogger or something, double stroller. City Select. Yeah, City Select double stroller. It looks kind of cool. And what else do I need? I think that's it. Just the carrier, the wrap, and the stroller. And then I guess I need to get more neutral clothes, because most of my clothes are girl clothes. And since I won't be finding out what I'm having till after the baby's born, I need to get that. And this time I want to have another water birth. I'm going to rent the soft pool though, because with the hard tub I just felt it was really uncomfortable and I couldn't lean over the side. Just even sitting on the bottom just hurt. I just want something that I can like lean over like this and be comfortable and rest my head on. And I was kind of weighing the pros and the cons of buying one versus renting, because I do plan on having like 1 or 2 more kids after this, so maybe buying one would be a good investment. So yeah, so your tips on wraps, strollers, and buying a birthing tub versus renting a birthing tub. And yeah, other symptoms, just I've been really tired, like I feel really drained and out of breath. And the midwife said, or sorry, the naturopath said the out of breath shouldn't be this early on in the pregnancy since I don't really have a stomach. So later on, it's from the uterus pushing up against your lungs. But right now, she said it could be caused by low iron levels. So I don't even know my iron levels right now. Usually I'm normal. But with pregnancy, the demand for iron increases so much because your blood supply practically doubles. So that could be a reason why. I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow just to do blood work. I just wanted to get like the HCG levels and my iron levels right away because my midwife appointment isn't until April 2nd. So I just want to make sure all the levels are normal right now. Just kind of feeling a bit paranoid in the beginning, especially because my morning sickness isn't that bad. Where with Giselle, my morning sickness was horrible, and I've been reading that morning sickness is actually a good sign of a strong pregnancy. So I'm just kind of paranoid right now, even though I know all pregnancies are different and some people have it, some people don't. And I've also read that morning sickness is less severe with second pregnancies, so that could be a cause. So yeah, I think that's it. I'm going to show my 6-week and 3 years, well, 6 weeks pregnant, 3 years postpartum stomach. So yeah, it's basically just normal. It's flat right now. Sometimes I feel really bloated and it gets really big, like if I have to go pee or if I just eat, it gets really big. But it's basically no baby bump yet, obviously. I'm only 6 weeks. So that's it for now. I'll see you guys next week for my 7-week update.